You've got to get a hold of yourself.
Now you're playing with power.
Don't talk to me! 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 It's the waves of the underground.
Now you're playing with power.
Don't talk to me! 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 It's the waves of the underground. Don't talk to me! Check the technique!
try that again. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. For a long time now, I've been wondering if I could get my Magic Leap device to project virtual playfield paint onto my homebrew. And we're gonna try to actually do that. Now, I haven't successfully done this yet. I think I know that all of the pieces are going to work, but we're going to do this together. So there is a non-zero chance of failure, but we'll figure it out. I hope to see more projects like that. Yep, Toyota Boy. I would like to see that as well. We were discussing the projection mapping playfield, pinball playfield that I've seen, and I really like that idea. When I was starting out doing the homebrew, one of the things that I had thought about doing was back projecting the playfield, and this was, of course, before I knew anything about how big mechs are and how much wiring there is underneath the playfield. So that ended up not working, and then for a while I thought about if we had one of those Pico projectors, DLP Pico projectors on the playfield, and maybe a couple of them that they could be illuminating the playfield. I eventually gave up on that. It's hard enough just building a pinball table, so maybe on Rev 2 we'll see. So I guess a little bit of background. I've worked at Magic Leap for 2.5 years. I've recently switched jobs, but I do have a Magic Leap 1 device here, and have done a bunch of R&D in various aspects of doing AR, particularly with shared experiences and multiple headsets. We're not going to do that today, but I have, a fairly decent knowledge of the headset and how to actually do this. Having said that, there are a lot of aspects of the Magic Leap SDK that we're going to delve into that I haven't even looked at yet. So, we'll see how it goes. Let's see. I guess we could start this out with. I am going to go ahead and connect this guy. Make sure that this still works. This is the headset, by the way. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. So, what you're seeing is a laggy version of what I am seeing. And whenever the headset draws virtual content, you should be able to see that as well. So this is the front end menu. We can actually turn pretty much anywhere. Be able to see what's going on. I started with a project in here to iron out just a couple of the little details that I needed to make sure worked. One thing that I came across that doesn't work is that while I am streaming this live feed to you guys, I can't actually do the image recognition that I need to determine where the playfield is. So you're just going to have to trust me that worked. That project had so much potential. It's Wayne's and Wayne's World Infinity. Yep, that's true. Is that project done? Do you know, Toyota Boy? Did they finish that up, or can we? Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, if the balance is ever off, please let me know. Thank you, Mellowed Muscle. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I guess you guys are going to see pretty much everything that I have set up here. Given that works, what would be the best way to do this? Go to this. Gracias, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. It's a little too loud. Okay, I guess we could just start out with this really simple. This is basically what Magically provides as an SDK here in Unity. This is a really basic scene where you've got a camera. On the camera, there's some this Magically camera and the track pose driver that take the position of the headset and then move the camera around in world space. And then we can add whatever content we want, and it should show up. So let me go ahead and make sure that that's all right. Yep. Okay, so I'll just build this project quickly. It shouldn't. Oh, well, there are errors in the editor. That's no good. Interesting. Okay. Well, this is what I get for importing stuff right before I start the stream. Let's figure out what this bug is. Let's just do this. I'm not sure what that's from. It might have been the effects. Hopefully that's the only one. I went and picked up a couple of free Unity packages, basically so that we could have an animated character thrown in here. Did that still not work? Well, that doesn't make... Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, good. Wait, what mixed reality pinball for real? Yeah, that's the idea, the Master Smoker. Does this still not work? Is it using the VR launcher in tandem with other software? No, the whole setup that I've got here is just Magic Leap's SDK. So these are augmented reality glasses. What you're seeing, I guess, on the far right of the stream is what I am seeing through the glasses. And as soon as we get to the point where this is building, I can actually put it on the headset and you'll be able to see it. It's an automatically generated file or something. No, not quite. Don't want. Okay, well, I'm not even sure what is causing these errors. I'm just trying to get through them. Let's see. Would you do some sort of markers to track the playfield surface? Yeah, that's the idea. You can make tracker positions or have some kind of lock position of POV. Well, the neat thing about this headset, the way that it works, is it has inside-out tracking. So it uses an algorithm called SLAM, where it has a whole bunch of cameras here in the front that are looking at the environment. So there's an IMU, an inertial movement unit in there, that is able to tell how the headset is being moved around, and then it uses the camera input to determine further where it is in 3D space. So what we actually need to do is we need to tell the headset basically where the playfield is, and as soon as it knows, then it will maintain orientation within the physical 3D space. No gyros. Well, the gyros, it does have some gyros. They're tiny. They're in the IMU. So the IMU gives you acceleration, and it also gives you rotational information. Have you seen Slam Tilt in future pinball that makes virtual pinball look 3D? I haven't. I know that Pinball Effects is coming out with a VR extension to their stuff, which should be pretty cool. Hey, Cheesy Buddha. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Let me see. I wish, well, why does this always happen when it's live? It's, of course, the way that it goes. All right, let me delete these imports that I just did. Oh, that's the VR launcher that you're talking about. It's out. Oh, I haven't seen it yet in person. Have you guys seen it? Has anybody played around with it yet? Might want to take a look. Yeah, absolutely. Skews flat image, no glasses needed, just webcams or IR tracking for head position. Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. The so basically it uses face tracking to determine where your eyes are. So as you're moving around, it's changing the thing, the perspective. Hey, thanks for the follow, Master Smoker. Planning to check it out in the next few days. Well, yeah, if you do, come back by and let me know how that turned out. If I don't see it first. Okay, are we still? Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna create a new project. Is what we're gonna do. I don't have time for this. Are you on the VPX Discord? Sounds like you might want to get on there. If not, I am not. I could. That could be neat. I mean, basically, what I'm doing right now is just kind of playing around. I'm not sure that I'm really going to do anything with this, but it would be interesting just to see how it turns out. Sorry, I'm extracting new stuff. Let's see where. There we are. And to extract that. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, let's try this one more time. Hey, Fliptronic, thanks for coming. Good to see you. Not a lot. We're starting up and we're instantly having technical difficulties, of course. Such is the way of things. Okay. Hopefully that will do it. Let's give it a shot. So how late did you stay up playing Total Nuclear Annihilation last night? I wouldn't be able to sleep if we had just gotten that. You didn't play it at all? I'm totally burned out? Or did you just leave the lights on and dance for the rest of the night? Okay, well, we're opening the new project. Everybody can enjoy the loading screen here. Today I'm super lethargic from COVID vax. Oh, really? Well, at least you got it. Congrats. Which one did you get? The double header, or is Johnson & Johnson actually providing them? Okay, cool. Well, I guess I could explain a little bit more about the process of what it is that we're going to do. So one of the things, I have these printouts. They'd be in color, but my color cartridges are out. I'm going to use these images as Iruka markers, essentially, and we're going to take one of them and tape it onto the playfield. But first, what we'll do is throw a couple of things into the scene, and depending on how far we can get with this, my plan is to fire that thing up again, which I haven't done in months. Hope it doesn't catch on fire, and then maybe we'll be able to hook up some of the slingshot switches to particle effects inside of Unity, and then see them through here. Okay. Jeez. Alright, scenes. Hello, Cube. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Should be. Oh, this isn't going to be able to sign. I need to... Oh. Switch platform. Got to do that too. So wait, you're using AR to throw a digital playfield on a whitewood? I would love to get to that point eventually. The plan right now is to just throw anything in there. I went onto the Unity asset store and just got a free little skeleton character that moves around and animates. And the first thing that I want to see is whether or not we can plant him on the playfield and just see how it looks. But that's essentially the idea. It would be cool if you could just adapt BPX tables into AR. That's true, that would be pretty neat. I guess theoretically it would be possible. Okay. Good. First, I have to go change signing. Let me go find that cert. There it is. That's why I'd say you should check out the VR launcher. Maybe you could use pieces of it. But yeah, that's a possibility for sure. One problem is that trying to run full VPX on this device might not actually work out very well. These headsets are, they're fairly decent processing wise, but they're not a full virtual table or anything. We might run into some CPU issues. Plus, you'd have to port the whole thing to the bastardized version of Android that this thing runs. What is going on? Magically manifest. Why? Okay, well, let's check that out. Oh, is it because I haven't synchronized? That might be what it is. And we are definitely going to want local area network, camera capture. Magic Leap is super big on privacy, so they have pretty much all of this locked down, and you have to ask permission. There's something else that I'm missing, but I guess we'll fix that when we get to it. Let's see, did that do it? Okay, that's better. All right, give me like 2 seconds because apparently somebody has turned the heat on and it is blasting 90-degree air into my office when it's 80 degrees outside. So give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Okay. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Master Smoker. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again. Hey, Mutter, how's it going? Good to see you. This build always takes a long time at the very beginning, but hopefully we'll get through it pretty quickly. One other thing is that the camera feed from the headset is pretty laggy, so you guys will be seeing stuff a second or two after I am, but in general it is synced up pretty well. Augmented pinball would be so amazing if it could be done for a reasonable price. I loved Pin 2K, but the dark glass compromised the brightness. I agree, Toyota Boy. I thought that the Pinball 2000 stuff was a great idea. And for what they could do in the 2000s, it wasn't bad, I didn't think. But I agree that having the reflection, you're always going to compromise on either the brightness of the playfield or the brightness of the reflection. The headsets will give you a nice bright view of everything. There's a little bit of shading that happens just because your vision is still going through multiple screens here in the eye socket parts. Did everybody think that this would be this exciting as we're sitting here waiting for compiles to finish? I'm guessing you are using Magic Leap for the Air headset. That is correct, Mutterfutter. I recently left Magic Leap amicably, and one of the things that they offer employees on their way out is the option to purchase one of the headsets at an insane discount. So I went ahead and I did that. Now I've got one just to play around with, and just messing with this is an idea that I've had for the last 2 years or so and just haven't gotten around to trying. But we're going to do it today. Sink or swim, even though so far it's sink. At least we're past the error that didn't make any sense. Yes, compiles are riveting. These in particular, because at least with normal compiles you can see what file you're on. Instead, with this, it's just compiling the SDK right now. This goes much faster as soon as we get through it once. So out of curiosity, what kind of stuff would you guys want to see in a virtual playfield? Some of the ideas that I've had have been in lanes that have rollover switches. You could have creatures standing on. I will not clean between builds this time. You could have creatures standing in the lanes, and every time that the ball goes through them, if they're standing on or near the rollovers, you'd know exactly when the ball had hit them. So they could jib all over the place, or get run over, or just explode. Particle effects on rip spinners, absolutely. One of the things, Mutter, that I'm gonna, hopefully, if we have time for it tonight, what I want to do is I want to throw some particle effects on my physical slings. You'll see my playfield. It's barely a playfield. I think I've mentioned this before. All that it does is cycle, essentially. I can get a ball into the shooter lane, auto plunge it. The slings work, and I can flip. That's about it. But I also haven't turned it on in about 2 months, so we'll have to see whether or not everything still works. It should, but it's you'll see how. Oh, here we have progress. You'll see how rat's nesty it is in a second. So particle effects on rip spinners would be awesome. I've been trying to think of. Okay, here we go. I've been trying to think of how we might be able to do ball tracking. Where it is? There it is. Okay. So I assume you guys can see that. That's our cube that we have right here in Unity. Let's make that a little bit bigger. So, I can't interact with this. I could actually write something to do that, but as you can see, it sits in my view as though it's physically there. So this is kind of the basis of what I want to try. If we can create a cube, put it on my desk, I want to create. I guess we could start with a cube, since that's at least compiling, and go with doing that on the playfield really quick. Hey, Seraph, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Cool concept. Thanks. We're just trying it out. Or if you rip a spinner and need X spins for a mode, gauge number above it for how many more needed. Yeah, that would be really cool. Thanks for the follow, Seraph. Appreciate it. One of the other things that I'd really like to see is, in Pinball Effects, every time you get a big score or something, you've got the point balloons coming up that show you where you got it. All kinds of stuff like that would be really cool. What I was saying before is that if I can figure out how to do ball tracking effectively, then putting fire trails and stuff on the ball during multi-ball or at specific points in the game, I think would be really cool too. Alright, so in order to do this properly, we're going to go... I guess having that on my head while you guys were... Here, you can look at the cube while we're doing this. To do this properly, we're going to have a image tracking thing that Magic Leap actually provides, so that's handy. We'll create one of these. I'm not sure what the script is called, but it's... let me take a look at their example, just so that I'm not fumbling around. Immediate scenes, image tracker, that guy. I wonder if you could have a dog chasing your ball through an orbit. Yeah, that would be really cool too. Really anything. And what's neat about this idea is that it isn't necessarily even constrained to the playfield. Since you can draw stuff anywhere in your physical space, you could have stuff jumping off of the playfield and walking on other pins that are around, or blowing a hole in the wall and, piecing out or whatever. You could have, like, if you were playing Attack from Mars or something, you could actually have the saucers coming in from the ceiling and shooting down on the playfield from, all over the place. So there's a lot of potential, I think, for interesting stuff. ML image tracker behavior. Can I just copy these? That would be awesome. See if this works. It does. That's excellent. Okay. Well, I was mentioning this before. I guess we'll stick with the space one. I ran out of colored ink, so I had to make black and white versions of these tracking images. So let me find those really quick. Grab those and our pinball. That's Magic Leaf examples, assets, textures, paste. And I should import those, and it did. And now we can change this to the black and white one. Fix these 3 errors. Set this to 0.8 because I checked that before. Imagine qualifying whole areas max on the playfield, or hitting a shot that makes you takes you to another playfield, like levels. Absolutely, you could do that. Yeah, I mean, really the sky's the limit. One of the things that I think is kind of universal as to why you like pinball in the first place is the fact that it's physical. So I think you really got to find a good compromise between physical activity with ramps and mechs and things like that, and then any of the virtual stuff that you want to throw in. But I could see all kinds of application where, instead of going to a lower playfield for a mini game or whatever, it goes to a virtual playfield, and then that could be anything at all. Does Magic Leap allow you to have 2 players interacting with the same scene? It does. They've been working on getting that working out of the box. That was one of the R&D things that I did while I was working there, was to use essentially a system that's very similar to what we're doing now, to have multiple headsets share the same space and then talk to each other about where their game objects are. Or Pac-Man style, collect dots all over the playfield. That's a good idea, Mutter. Well, also consider either a tutorial mode, or you just kind of make it part of the experience, where you could draw arrows from your flippers to the lane that you have to shoot at. That there could be huge call-outs telling you exactly what it is that you need to do, or when you're going for, the wizard mode jackpot or something, signs are popping up everywhere pointing at do this thing. I think that kind of stuff would be really, really fun. Okay, so let's see. We've got the tracker in here. We don't want this launcher anymore. I do want to go... Oh, wait, we do want that. Can I just go to where this is? Actually, you know what? I'll just edit the script correctly. Could make pinball co-op. Second player throws objects on the playfield to help first player. That's a really good idea, actually. Maybe you could do it. Maybe you could even set it up where one player plays and gets power-ups and things that they can then use for the other player, and vice versa. That you kind of go back and forth, helping each other out. That is a really cool idea. Alright, how does this launcher actually work? So it looks at this image tracker. This is part of the SDK. What was I looking at before? There was something that just was able to determine when the tracker had found and lost the target. Okay. Alright, where is this live? Or against throw objects make playing harder. Yep, you could do that too. That might be hard to physically obstruct the pinball or something like that. But if you had, yeah, I guess you could throw more targets that have to be hit somewhere in there, something like that. I like these ideas though. If you guys keep on coming up with this stuff, maybe we'll implement some of this eventually. Okay, where is this? Visualizers, sample scripts, okay. That's the one. I'm going to copy, just have it, okay. Just do a new one. Let's move this into our scripts instead of leaving it there. Open that up. Okay, we'll just copy this and start removing the stuff that we don't care about. Field visualizer. Okay, we need to know. We don't care about the animators, the prefab. We do need to set the tracker. It's interesting that they made these all private. This is not how I write my code. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Position of the explorer's target relative to relative. Okay, we might need that. Don't care about prefab. Okay. Okay, so on target found, let's see, what we want to do is if ML input, controller that controller 0, trigger. Surely they've got a thing in here for oh, well, the trigger is analog, so that's probably why they've got that. Okay, so what we need, somewhere in here there's. Let me look at this other script. Somewhere in here, the image tracker will tell you where, what orientation it's found the image. So the other one. Okay, that just sets that. Well, should have been more prepared. What do we have on the tracker script? Let me look. Target found and target lost and target updated. Okay, we're gonna need to look at that. Have you ever seen the Demolition Man 2000 project? No, is that a reskin project using one of the Pinball 2000s? They only made 2 of those, right? It was Attack from Mars and what, episode 1, right? Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's alright, that's what we need. Image tracker dot target updated. It's probably the same. Assume that it is. Okay. We're coding live, people. Pinball 2K custom homebrew project. I think he used Unity. That sounds really cool. I like the idea, for sure. One thing about this approach using the headset is that the headset gets a little cumbersome after a while. It's not feather light. It's not terrible, but you wear it for about an hour and you're kind of done. I like the idea though of it simply being an augmentation to the actual play experience. That just jumping in and that you can play the table itself without the AR headset, but if you put it on, then you start getting all kinds of cool stuff coming in too. Sort of the ultimate mod, I suppose. Okay. So we don't need that. What we want to do is we want to set ourselves let's do it this way. What do we find in here? Position is a vector, rotation is a quaternion. And whenever we find these, we'll just set them. Let's do this. Okay. And what I want to do, I'm just doing this quick and dirty. Don't judge. Last bumper. Okay. If ML input get controller 0 dot is bumper down. No, that's C++. Bumper changed equals nlab bumper does not equal that. Bumper down equals this. Let's do this. So plug me. There. Okay, so now if bumper is down and the bumper is changed, means that we've just pressed it. So we're going to take our game object, transform, or just transform, set position and rotation, image position, image rotation. Okay, so that will put our game object wherever it was that it found the image as soon as we press the bumper. And we'll do that. Just make sure that we got something. Okay. So now, instead of having this launcher on here, we're going to add empty game object, playfield root, and find our script. Throw the visualizer on there. Need to set. No. Why is this not? Oh, it's in the wrong place. That's why. Oh, it's because it's not. Okay, my bad. We don't need that. Okay, that makes more sense. So now we should get this variable that we need to fill out. The associated script cannot be loaded. No, more compile errors. Great. That's not it. The script don't inherit a native class that can manage a script. Oh, is it because we're in that namespace? I bet it is. Let's try that. You've got to be kidding me. Are all of these just jank? Oh, okay, my bad. It's because we're in a prefab. I think. Maybe? Please? No? Okay, I've never seen Unity do this before, of course. Well, that built just fine. of these like this? What about some of these other scripts? Sorry about this, everybody. I've never seen this happen, which is what everybody says when they start demoing something. Okay, so that one's just fine somehow. Oh, but it'll do that one, I guess. Well, fine. Gonna have to figure out why this is so busted later, after the stream is over. There, finally. Okay. So that'll work. Of course, this is a long object, so killed this. Just add it this way. Field is, and set the tracker to there. Okay, now that we've done that, we can move the cube under here. And theoretically, now we should be ready to go. Okay, so here's one of the issues that I found while I was doing this. The feed that you guys are seeing from the headset right now will not. I can't run that and the image tracker at the same time because they both have to use the world camera that's on the front of it. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to disable that, and then we'll get this we'll put this image someplace. I guess here on my desk is as good a place as any for now. I'll get it to track, and it's just going to work, right? It's the way that it goes. It's just going to work. And another long compile. Well, this might answer my question as to whether or not coding streams would be interesting. The answer might be no. This is sort of the worst incarnation of being watched while coding, which happens every once in a while at work. You'll be sitting there doing something, and then as soon as somebody's watching you, you get flustered and you can't remember how to do anything. Okay. So now this should ask me permission. Well, there's the cube. Okay, I am going to stop the device stream real fast. To restart the app. Well, the cube's gone. But I don't know where it went. Did it get occluded? It might have. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it's totally in the wrong place. Oh, it's because the cube's out there. Holy crap. Okay, well, let me start this up. Okay, you guys see that? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, but it's not tracking anymore. Okay, well, like I said, you're gonna have to trust me on this because I can't do both of these at the same time. But this is working. This is doing. I was looking for the cube at the location of the image, but the location of the image is at the origin. The cube is not at the origin. So that's actually, yeah, it's a meter out. This worked. Yay, Unity and a HoloLens. Yes, Wind Raider, close. It's a Magic Leap 1, but same thing, basically. Hey, don't panic, Flip. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could stop by. It's a leap. It is a leap. I worked at Magic Leap for a couple of years. Recently left, but they have a program where departing employees have the option of purchasing a headset at a just stupid discount. So I couldn't pass it up. Okay, what's next? What are we doing? This is exciting because we're actually at a point where we can start doing something. Oh, of course they do. Yeah. Well, it's in their best interest to get as many of these out into the wild as possible. Okay, so let me pull in this animated character, and hopefully it's not going to then decide that it doesn't want to compile anymore. What are you up to here? Oh, well, I can reset Wind Raider. What we're doing is we're just doing an experiment. I'm not sure if this is going to work or what, but what I want to do is I want to put in some virtual content and then put it over there on my homebrew and see if I can get moving stuff registered to the playfield. Basically, the idea is that if you have one of these headsets, you can normally just play the table, but if you have one of these headsets on, you could get score bubbles and stuff shooting down from the heavens, and things flying off of the playfield and going across the room or whatever. Just all kinds of stuff. So really, what we're doing is we're just experimenting with whether or not that's even a thing. That would be possible. So let us select that. And put this guy about there, and turn him around. And then I'm going to have to remember how to actually animate this sucker. There's some way to do it. Oh, I think, okay. Wait a minute. Do I just... That made a tiny guy. One of these guys is idle. Let me... trying to remember how... oh, totally can. Vuforia being used... Vuforia. No, this is just Unity with Magic Leap's SDK, and we're just kind of playing around and just seeing what we can do. I did this yesterday, and now that I'm doing it live, I'm forgetting what it was that I did. So remember that our playfield, we're basically going to be looking at this guy like this. Let's move him a little bit closer. Let's hide the cube for now. Let's see what this just looks like. You are going to animate, right? No, you're not. Okay, apparently we need an animator controller. No, that's not it. Loving the music. Who is this? It is somebody on Monster Cat. Let's see. Gamer Bro Step Strikes Back. At some point, I need to update all of this stuff so that you guys can see what's what and what's planned. Well, I can't remember exactly how to do that. If anybody knows in chat, feel free to chime in. I guess in the meantime, let's at least just see what this looks like. Then build and run. Again, I need to stop this so that we can see this, and I will. Go ahead and put this down on the play field. Place where it would be. The other thing is that if we actually did this for real, what are you trying to do in Unity? Maybe I can help. I'm trying to animate this character. I got that working yesterday. Please understand that most of the stuff that I do is really low level. So when I get up to here to the top, I'm kind of all thumbs because I don't know how any of this stuff works, but I basically just downloaded a free character from the asset store. Last night I got him actually animating, but I can't remember exactly how I did it. So really quick, let's try this out. Here, I'm going to have to put you guys on the long tether, and we're going on battery power now. As soon as that loads. Did it have a skeleton structure? Skeleton? I think so. Here, in just a second, we can get back to it, and maybe you can help me out with it, which would be absolutely fantastic. Okay. Now tethered. Alright, let's give this a shot. And I think that I have this set up to actually work. You guys still hear me? That looks like you can, hopefully. Oh. Can you hear me at all? Now, okay. We'll go back to this. All right. Okay. Alright, now I can come back to the device screen now that I've done that. Accept. Okay, now we're back. So, I registered the image. Looks like we lost that photo a little bit. That was actually where it was supposed to be. Can you guys see that? Yeah, the animator tutorial. Yes, I can. I'm sure that I can sit there and go through that. Scroll down to the animator controller. Yeah. Okay. Drag your character onto it. Alright. So let's do that really quick. Obviously, this isn't where I would want to put this, but that's fine. We'll just get through this. Okay, yeah. Alright. I got you. You need a state, I think. Right, now the animation, so idle. Yep, and this was it. So let's go idle to attack to stand. And this is super quick and dirty, but thank you very much, Wind Raider. I appreciate that. Appreciate the help. Okay, that's better. So now we got somebody moving. Okay. Also, when I was looking at that, it turns out that the skeleton, actually both of these things, a meter is way too far out. So let's bring these in quite a bit. Let's see, so a third of a meter is about a foot. Probably be okay. Hold this in just a little bit. Actually, let's hide the cube. Yeah, let's just get this going as it is. Also, just realized we want to make sure that this guy is on. Let's add a plane. I'm going to add a plane in here just so that I end up occluding anything that's below the playfield. That'll work fine. One of the things about the headset is that anything that's drawn in black is actually just not illuminated. There's no way to draw shadow in this version of the headset. So. I've been waiting for hardware and AR to catch up and VPX to move to Unity. When those two things occur, I want a pin sim or stubby to display Pinball extended from them. Yeah, absolutely. That would be great. So, select material. Okay, that's what I wanted. I want to copy you, not copy path. Why can I not just copy this? As soon as VPX is working in Unity, I guess theoretically we'd just be able to do it here on the headset and see how it works. My guess is that there isn't going to be quite enough juice on this headset, but Magic Leap is working on their next incarnation, as is every company. I'm sure that Microsoft is doing the same. So, you know, their Generation 2 is going to be quite a bit nicer. 3 to 5 years away, I suppose. It's anybody's guess, I guess. You know, I know that there's interest in upgrading everything, but yeah, all of that takes a lot of time. Alright, I'll just create a new material then. let's color transparent. That'll work fine. Just go black. And that's it. Okay, there. Okay. That's what we want. Where is... Okay, there he is. He was just obstructed. Okay, let's give this another shot. Save. We are not running the device stream currently. Build and run on here. We'll give this one more shot. Were you guys able to hear me? Let's try this one more time since you're here. If I mute, can you hear me now through? Okay, you can still hear this through the headset because I have this connected via Bluetooth. Wind Raider says yes. Excellent. We may have to edit the script so that once we've got the button press initially. Oh wait, we do only do that once, don't we? Yeah, we just set our position when the bumper is pressed. Okay, I'm not entirely certain why the content was so skewed, but let's give this another shot. Okay, well there's our dude animating. There's our cube. Oh, you can't see it yet. Forgot. So let me come over here. Register. Hit the bumper. Okay. It's not locking the position in for some reason. Okay, well, there's something that we need to do with our script. It is tracking appropriately. I just need to fix this so that you guys can see it. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Let's see. So we are setting image position every time. I don't understand why this would be updating multiple times. It shouldn't be. Unless the tracker itself here. I gotta check this. The tracker itself might actually be moving everything that's underneath it someplace. And if that's the case, we'll just have to create another actual playfield route. So let's build that. I'm just disabling it to see if we get the same. I know you're just goofing around, but curious if you do this for reals, you should look into OpenXR if it works well with the Leap. There's if I do this for real, there would be a lot of things that I'd do differently for sure. Using OpenXR would be a much better choice than using the Magic Elite SDK, because then it would work with pretty much anything. I guess theoretically you could even do this with VR pass-through. Though I've in the past when I've messed around with that a little bit, they don't quite get the real-world physical registration correct. So I ended up getting queasy when I'm using pass-through in VR headsets. with this, they magically does a pretty good job with this. Oh, well, not just the install failed. Try that one more time. Well, I had these grandiose ideas that we'd be putting all kinds of stuff in here. Gotta love Unity errors. Yeah, no kidding. It's looking like we're gonna have just enough time to get this functional, and then maybe we'll stick a pin in it and try some of the other stuff another time, maybe this weekend. Yeah, when in doubt, just build again, of course. Okay, let's see if this is any better. I'm expecting, okay, it's exactly the same. But that tells us what it is that we need to actually do. Alright, so the tracker itself is moving everything underneath it to where it has tracked the image. So, what we really need is a new object of playfield scene, I guess? I don't know. Really, that is playfield root 2. We'll just call that playfield tracker. And we're going to move all of this stuff under here instead, and on the tracker, put a target root. And target root dot transform dot set position image pause rot. Okay, that should do what we want it to do, I think. Gotta run good stuff. Well, thanks for stopping by, Wind Raider. Hopefully I'll get some of these kinks ironed out a little bit, but I'd like to do experiments like this and more tech streams and whatnot. So, thanks for stopping by. See you soon. Okay. On the tracker, I'll set the target root to that. Now, well, this is running it locally. Now we should just have to build again. It's interesting. I wonder why that was happening. Well, at any rate, let's give this a shot on the headset. This is usually the kind of stuff that I would lock myself in a room, kind of like I have, but just sit down and crunch on this until I actually figured out all of these little bits. I figured it might be interesting to bring you guys along for the journey, though. Just in case nobody's done software development in their lifetime. It's like this a lot of the time. There's a lot of hurry up and wait, and then iteratively figuring out whatever the problem is. Alright, so now that is running on the headset, let's give this another shot. This time I expect it not to move. And it hasn't, it's still over there. Crack. Do I still have that disabled? Let's see. because that didn't move any of the content. I do not. Just do if the bumper is down, maybe. That should give us what we want, I think. Although, let's see what time is it. Oh, we've got another 32 minutes of iteration time. Fun. I guess I could start this up again, just so that you could. Yep. There's our guy. Just need to get him on the play field. Close. Thank you. See, where'd he go? Oh, that's interesting. He's being occluded, I think. Sorry. Or did we reboot? I'll pay attention this time. Actually, we need to do this. Well, the good thing is once we get the boilerplate stuff under control, then it'll just be a matter of being creative with some stuff. And we can play around with spore bubbles and particle effects and all kinds of stuff. This is one gripe that I've had with working on Magic Leap, is that doing these compiles does take a while, and then it has to upload to the headset. They actually have a real-time updating system that works with Unity that they call Zero Iteration, but I have never gotten it to actually work. In theory, you can just sit there and run it and play in the Unity editor, and it all just kind of works. No, am I not using input correctly? So I know that it's finding the... Here, let us... copy the cube and put it under the tracker again, so that I can make sure that that's being tracked. I think, let me... nudge the music volume down a little bit? Sure, Jimmy. Is it... I've already done that twice, even. Guess it's super loud. What's up? How you doing? Is that better, or does it need to go down more? Okay, let's see if that is this way. I need to open up a log window. Log. Oh, well, that'll do it. Playfield viz update something. Oh, it must be the controller. Yeah, I bet that I'm just not doing... Small input is started, so I need to do start. So just a little more. Are you serious? Okay. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Or are you just trolling me? Jimmy is a good friend of mine, everybody. In fact, right after the stream, we're going to throw down. Okay, let's see if that's any better. We're really close to getting this working. And then once we do, we can put a pin in this and start actually... I'm not. Now I can't hear it. Yeah, well... It's there, theoretically. There's a little bit more. Good enough for now. That's true. Yeah, somebody was saying earlier that it was a little bit loud. I really need to sit down and for reals go through my whole streaming setup, because currently it's all pretty much just doing it live. In fact, this entire stream has basically been just doing it live. But we're getting there. I think the idea is sound. There have just been a few hiccups along the way. I don't think that tonight we're going to have time to hook up the... of course. Just install again. I don't think tonight we're going to have time to actually hook up the Homebrew 2 scoring, because in order to do that, I need to hook up the controller via USB to a serial port, read that, and then network it over to the headset. And, you know, I mean, it's all doable, just not super quickly. Okay, where'd it come up? Let's see, are we... control. Oh my god, okay. I knew it. I knew I forgot something. I said this at the beginning of the stream. I forgot to add permission to use the controller. That's amazing. Are there any other ones? ECF read I don't need yet. I might at some point. Okay. Alright. That should be better. Let's try that. I need to start setting up betting pools as to whether or not compiles are going to finish and in how long, and whether or not whatever it is that I just did worked. Odds are it didn't, but then there will be that glorious time where we finally have something working. We are close. Wow. I wonder if I'm just trying to run too many things through MLDB at the same time. Usually it doesn't fail like that, and as you can see, just building again actually makes it go. So it's not something that I was doing, I don't think. It would be nice if the system could prompt you when compiling, would you like to grant permission? Blah. Yeah, that's true. The permission that I had to put on there, Magic Leap is, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. They're super duper strict with privacy and jeez. Let me kill whatever's running on this just in case that's doing it. They're super strict about privacy, and because of that, they've made it so that you have to ask, the app actually has to ask permission to do everything, even the things that then are automatically granted. And it's not clear to me as to why they did that, because that just becomes a pain. It's basically your application just has to say, yes, I'm interested in controller data, where they could have just added that. Now, some of the other things that you have to give permission for, like access to the network and the camera, and in some cases the mesh data, because one of the things that this headset is doing is all around this room, it knows where all of the walls are because it's got a depth sensor built into it. So it's actually building an entire mesh of why is that still running? Privileges. Start. Request privilege ID, controller pose. Always. Now, I don't know if controller pose is the same thing as just getting input, button input. I hope so, because otherwise I'm not sure what's going on. Although it was telling me that I didn't have appropriate app permissions. Well, hopefully we can get past this so that I can start showing something interesting again. This is the mundane underbelly of coding. And a lot of the time you're just sitting there trying to fix stuff that isn't working. I feel like I kind of look like half punk or something wearing these. I like how the camera is picking up the depth sensor. That's what this thing is right here. It's shooting out a lattice of infrared points, and then picking it up again and measuring the distance that each one of those points is from the headset. And in doing that, as you move around, it builds the point cloud of what your environment looks like. I shot some lattice last night. I'll bet you did. Okay, it actually uploaded this time. Let's see if it's fixed. Well, it's not angry. Okay, let's give it a shot. It's tracking. But it's not putting the thing there. Okay, well. And it also just didn't print out any of the log stuff that I put in there. Jeez. It still thinks the controller is null, I suppose. One thing after another. Let's see. Okay. Alright, in the meantime, I am going to take a look at the SDK documentation. Alright. Let's see. ML input. Control buttons. Alright, yes, I know how to do this. Start receiving controller button events from control. Check it's triggered. ML input start. Controller button down, button up, okay. Alright, well let's do it that way. Since it doesn't like this, let's do ML input start, ML, what did we do? Just ML input. On controller button down. And we'll do that, and button equals what? Bumper. If button equals bumper, then we are going to take, I mean, basically we're just going to do this. So let's nix all of this stuff. Maybe it's controller 1 instead of controller 0. Either way, this is probably a better move anyway, to do it the way that the SDK example does it. Where is it looking for controller? Must have to instantiate that or something. Okay, well let's see if this works. This way I'm not actually looking for a controller at all, and the input system will just tell me. So it sure would be sweet if this worked. The other thing that I ought to take a look at is if this again doesn't work, I could move everything back under the tracker and just have the tracker stop tracking. That in theory is going to leave everything where it should be. See, we got about 13 minutes. Let's see it work. Okay, that guy's there. Bill. It's just insanity. Snapshot controller stream, unknown error. That doesn't bode well. Always when you're live. Always. I'll just put that in there. Alright, real quick, let me, since we've got this, let me look at this example thing. Back at this scene. There's the image. Oh, that's capture. Okay, there's this. So let's drag our example. Let's take a look at this script and see if it's got any of the controller stuff in it. Nope. So where is that coming from? Somebody's got to be initializing it, maybe here in controller. Controller connection handler behavior. Last to automatically handle connection disconnection events of an input device. By default, all device types are allowed, but it could be modified through the inspector to limit whatever. Start. Let's see. Okay, well, this is pretty much what we're doing. Alright, let's see. Okay, well... let's go back to this real quick. Okay. Actually, let's just copy this whole stupid thing. God. Config to get the trigger thresholds. We don't care about that. We just call ml start. Let's start does not equal is okay. That's not okay. You know, of all of the things that I thought that I wouldn't have to worry about, this would have been one of them. Okay. Let's go back to our scene. What are you doing, Unity? Try this one more time. Well, everybody, I think we're gonna give this last attempt, and if this doesn't work, then I think we're gonna have to put a pin in it. I am definitely going to figure this out. This is ridiculous. So I really hope that this works, because it would be nice to get a little bit of payoff for 2 hours of streaming it. But if not, we'll pick it up again. God, MLDB. I think the good news, if there is any, is at least that the approach that we've tried is going to work. Everything was being placed where it was supposed to here. Okay, what do we have log-wise? We still got a whole bunch of stream errors. Let me restart the app in here just so that I can I wonder, something just occurred to me. I did update the OS on the headset. If they somehow broke Unity support with that, that seems unlikely, but I suppose it's possible. Okay, well, I didn't get any. Still not getting any on controller button down presses. Try this. Well, alright. I guess we're going to have to accept defeat this time. That is disappointing. I will figure out why controller input just isn't working for us. And I'll go through this a little bit again. And we'll pick this up next time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. We'll see. Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't how I wanted to end the stream, but you know, we'll give it another go next time. All right, how do I need to find somebody to raid with my very few viewers that have stuck around. I do appreciate you guys coming out and checking out what we're doing. Next time around, I'm sure that we're gonna have a better time. I guess let's do Wild Dog. Why not? Those are some good guys. So, all right. Well, I guess this is the sign off. Yeah, it was disappointing that we didn't get that up and going, but we'll get it next time. I'll go through this, be a little bit better prepared code-wise, and maybe we can bang it out. So, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you guys again. Take it easy. See ya.